Comparison is your worst enemy, and it must die. We're going to talk about that in this video coming up. Hey there, my name is Glorio, and this is your worship mentor, where my goal is to help you grow into a stronger worship leader right where you are. If this is your first time watching any of my videos, be sure to subscribe and hit the like button to get notifications so that you do not miss any of my future videos. If this video provides you any value at all, be sure to gently tap the like button because it makes a difference with the YouTube algorithm. Okay, so let's dive in. What is comparison? We all do it. We're all guilty of it. And for me, sometimes it looks like this. I'll go on YouTube and I'll watch these amazing worship leaders, these Stephanie Gretzingers and Chandler Moore and Cody Carnes and Tasha Cobbs. And I'm watching these amazing, incredible, like celebrity level worship leaders. And I'm like, wow, their voices are incredible. They're so anointed. They're amazing, blah, 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 blah. And it just goes on. And I'll sit there and I'll be in awe. One, I'll be in awe of Jesus and this incredible time of worship that they're helping to lead us into and cultivate. But then there's another smaller part of me that's actually kind of jealous and kind of starts to compare my ability as a worship leader to these worship leaders. So I'll start to think, man, their voices are amazing and they're so talented and I wish I could write songs like they could and all of that. And that comparison is so poisonous because it does a couple of things on the inside of us, and that's what I want to dive into today. And as a matter of fact, it's not even specific to watching celebrity worship leaders. It's actually something that can happen within your own team. You can see another singer on your team or another bass player or another guitarist, another musician, and think, wow, I wish I could play like them. I wish I was as good as they are. And you start to compare yourself and you start to think that what you have to offer is not good enough. So let's dive into the two big things that comparison does and why it needs to die. Number one, comparison kills creativity. Being creative requires a certain level of play. It requires you to be free and to just explore and to just try new things. Try new things with your voice, try new things with your instrument, and just generally be creative. When you are in comparison mode, you can't think about playing, but you can only think, how am I going to do this so that I sound like XYZ? So instead of thinking of how you would sing a song, you start to think, how can I sing this song or how can I worship on stage so that I sound like and look like Stephanie Gretzinger, for example? When you compare yourself with someone else, you come under the impression that in order to be good, you have to look like, sound like, and even dress like that person. Brene Brown says it this way: comparison is about conformity. Its main message is be just like everyone else, but be better. When you're trying to be like somebody else, the world misses out on the unique creativity that you have to offer. We all miss out on the very unique and very specific expression of the image of God that only you carry in this world. Now, the second thing that comparison does is comparison steals your joy. And this is a quote that's been attributed to Theodore Roosevelt that says, comparison is the thief of joy. So when you're comparing yourself to somebody else and you're thinking, I have to be like them, I have to look like them, I have to sound like them in order to be good, then you are consumed with thoughts of how you can be like, look like, and sound like this other person. And you're not able to be happy with yourself. You're not able to be joyful about who you are. When you spend all your time and energy comparing yourself to someone else, you'll never be happy with who you are and what you've achieved. I'm a worship leader and a musician, and I've been writing songs here and there for years. So I can definitely relate to this point because in 2017, I put out an EP that I completely recorded and produced and wrote all on my own. And I took an audio recording class, shout out to Luke Hendrickson. And I took that class and took what I was learning in the middle of learning in that class, and I decided to produce an EP. Now, because I was so inexperienced in production, I just thought it wasn't good enough, that, whatever. But I was proud of it when I was doing it, and I was really excited about it. But once I put it out there and I started to listen to other music that other people had produced, I was so just worried that it wasn't enough, that it wasn't good enough. And once I just released it the one time, I kind of pulled back and I kind of shut down. I didn't listen to it hardly ever. Like, I just let it go because I didn't think that it was good enough. Now, the other day, I listened to my EP again. And this is also part of the reason I'm telling you this story. I listened to my EP again and I realized it's really good. The fact that I had a couple of months of an audio recording class and I was able to put that together was really incredible, I thought. I was just really surprised that I let comparison steal the joy of this amazing thing that I produced, that I created on my own. Maybe it wasn't perfect and maybe it's not as good as someone else's might be, but it was mine. And I wasn't able to own that and be happy with it because I was comparing myself to other people. So this is part of me kicking comparison in the face. I'm putting the link to my EP in the description below, so you guys can take a listen. You can listen to it streaming. It's on Bandcamp, and you can download it if you want to. But yeah, I put my EP out there because I don't want to be living in the fear of what comparison creates. I don't want to live with the mindset that I'm not good enough or that I'm not my voice isn't enough, my music isn't enough, my writing isn't enough. I just want to be free to express the way God created me to express in this world. Question of the day. What has your experience with comparison been? Has it affected you at all? And if so, what are the ways that you're dealing with it? How are you kicking comparison in the face? That's 4 questions, but let me know in the comments below. I've been out of it for a while, but I'm back and I'm excited to hear from you guys and to start our dialogues down there once again. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been so much fun as always. Check out some of my other videos, like if this has been of any value to you, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.